Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're doing well today. I've got a stout for you from Donkeystone Brewing Co. Never had a beer from these guys. This is their Madagascar Vanilla Stout. This one was released in Lidl last week. I've had it sitting about since last Wednesday when I picked it up. Proper in the mood for a stout this evening. It's a chilly night. It's been a chilly day. Hasn't really warmed up, so a stout would should tick all the boxes. So this is a vanilla stout. Once again, there's the artwork. Creamy looking M, and there is the Donkeystone logo. I quite like that logo. But yeah, I like the artwork. Madagascar, what's it say? A bit of flavour text here. It says, a storm is brewing. A dark, sweet tornado of colliding vanilla, hops and black smoky malts clatter together, creating the perfect cyclone of subtle chocolate and coffee flavours. So ditch the umbrella, go outside and be drenched in this decadent vanilla stout. 5% ABV, 440ml. This can was £1.79, I believe, in Lidl. You might be able to get a can still if you're lucky. It's Thursday the 21st of October today. So it's been out for a week. If there's any left, you might be able to grab one. Nice aroma. Nice aroma on the can opening. Developing quite nicely. Oh, not to let. There's a tiniest bit of red bleeding through the bottom of that one already. So not totally jet black. Can I get all that in there? Yes, I can. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, leave that there so we can see it. But there she is. This vanilla stout. It looks jet black in this light, so when I hold it up, there's just a bit of red just bleeding through the very bottom of the glass there, but say on the eye that generally looks like a pretty jet black stout. Tiniest bit of a creamy looking head which is dissipated really quickly. That's not hanging around. For a 5% I expected maybe a bit of head to stick around, but that has gone really quick. Let's get me snatting, see what the aroma's telling us. Yeah, dark chocolate, milky coffee, a bit of dark fruit, bit of vanilla, milk chocolate as well as plain chocolate. It smells quite nice, covers all the bases. Slight roasted malt aroma coming through. Let's see how it tastes like. Let's get stuck in. Cheers, everyone. I like the use of roasted malts. Got quite a lingering bitterness to it as well. That sort of black coffee, dark chocolate really hangs around. Roasted malts, slightly smoky. Slightly smoky lingering bitterness to it. Vanilla, bit of dark fruit on arrival. It's light bodied, but at the same time it really coats the palate. I think there might be wheat in it. Yeah, water, malted barley, wheat, oats, hops, yeast and vanilla. So it's not particularly creamy, so I don't think they've gone overboard with the oat malts, but certainly there's a wheat influence on it. I would guess that there's a bit more wheat gone into this than the oats, but I like the use of the malts in this. Quite a bit of carbonation on it as well, which I wasn't expecting. A sort of vanilla, milky stout. I wouldn't even suggest it was particularly milky. There is that vanilla there, not massively pronounced, but it's there. But it does everything you want a stout to do, but it does it with the volume turned down slightly, which I think has been the pattern with with most of the beers that I think have gone into Lidl in their latest beer festival. Some of them have been good, some of them have been pretty bad the next day. One or two of them have really caused a bit of controversy. The debate has been rife this week over which ones were good, which ones weren't good. People have had conflicting reports about some of the beers. Excuse me. This is a perfectly decent milk stout. Or is it a vanilla stout? Is that what I described it? Yeah. It's a perfectly decent vanilla stout. Bit of sweetness. Plenty of roasted malt character to it. Warms you up a little bit. 5%. It's not too heavy. And at the back end there, the more it sort of develops on your palate, the more you're drinking it, the vanilla is just starting to creep up. It's becoming a bit more strong in the flavour. And I feel like now the vanilla's mixing with that sort of dark chocolate and sort of roast coffee malts. And it's actually leaving quite a nice kind of milky coffee finish. Like someone's put like a dollop of cream in it in a cup of coffee rather than milk. It's actually becoming creamier. So that initial sweetness, that sort of that dark fruit, that sort of bit of fig, that bit of plum that I was getting at the start, that seems to be fading. And now my palate is all vanilla, roasted malts, chocolate, coffee, a little bit of bitterness from the hops. But yeah, the lingering taste in my mouth now is creamy coffee. Creamy coffee. It's actually got quite a pleasant finish to it. It's a grower, this beer. It develops. I probably got it a little bit too cold, to be fair. I haven't had it out of the fridge long enough, I don't think. I think this is one that's got a bit more life in it. I think this one's going to develop as it warms up. But do you know what? It's a perfectly decent stout. It's a perfectly decent stout. You know, considering it's going into the supermarket, I don't suppose Donkeystone will be making too much money off of it. And I imagine they're fully aware of that. So you probably find they are capable of brewing a very, very good stout. If they can put this into a supermarket and charge less than £2 for it, I'd imagine they're capable of brewing a very, very good stout, because this is pretty good. I like it. I like it. It does the job. I'm going to let this warm up and enjoy the rest of it in peace. But for now, I'm going to give that a respectable 7 out of 10. I'm enjoying it. Like I say, and that is taking into account the price. Like I say, I only paid £1.79 for a can of this stuff. So, yeah, Donkeystone with their Madagascar Vanilla Stout came out in Lidl last week. You might be able to still grab a can of it if you're lucky. I'd give it a go. For the money, I'd definitely give it a go. 7 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Until my next one, you take care.